This video shows you how you can download high-resolution Landsat images of fire scars for Cape York Peninsula from the NAFI website. Now you can use these images to help with fire operations, like checking how good your previously burnt fire breaks are. So on the home page you click on this link here, Landsat Fire Scar Images. And you should then get a map coming up. It'll have these rectangles of Cape York Peninsula on it. Now each of these rectangles is actually a Landsat scene, Landsat satellite, and that means that every 16 days or so the Landsat satellite will take an image of each of these scenes. So what you need to do is to work out which scene covers the area you're interested in. So let's say, for example, we're interested in this area here around the Holroyd River in Cape York Peninsula. What you do is you just move your cursor to the scene, click on it like this. A little box will come up with download images as a link. So click on the link, and then you should get this set of images of this area, as I said, around the Holroyd River in Cape York Peninsula. So the next you want to pick which of these images is going to be most useful. So for example, if you're interested in, say, fire scars in the west of this area, say around here somewhere, you'd first of all want to make sure you choose the image that is going to capture the fire scars you're interested in. So if the fire scars, for example, were lit in July sometime, you'd want an image that is after that date, so you know the satellite's taken a picture of those fire scars. So in this case we'd be looking at, say, these August images down here at the bottom. The other thing you want to check is, are the clouds obscuring your area or not? These are the clouds here, you can see them. They're either white or sometimes they've got this sort of purple color. So in this case this area here looks pretty clear in these three images down here. So let's say we pick this one here, August 28th. So the next thing you do is just click again. Now here are where these are the actual images that are going to be useful to you. They're in two groups. The group up here that you can see, which has the actual file names, these are smaller images, a few megabytes in size. They're useful for just getting a sort of a reasonably quick look at your fire scars. They come in two sorts. At the top here we have a PNG file, that's just a straight image, so you can just look in that in image software. And then down here we've got two sorts of KMZ file. Now KMZs are the files that you can use for looking at things in Google Earth. And the two sorts are, we have here this enhanced low res, that's a green-red coloured image. The fire scars show up sort of slightly pink. And this other one, this MIBR low res, it's so-called, that's actually a black and white image, and it shows things in a more of a high contrast black and white. So just click on those and they should then download. The other sort of images, these are much higher resolution and they're stored in these two separate directories here, and again they come as either images or as KMZs, but to see them you need to actually click on the directory. So to look at these high resolution KMZ files, for example, just click on the directory, and these are the KMZ files. Now these are higher resolution, they're more useful, you can see a lot of detail, and as you can see that these things are in bytes, so it's showing that these things are up to 86 megabytes from, say, 20 or 11 or something megabytes up to 86 megabytes. So they're reasonably large, and again they're coming in these different versions of either a sort of red-green color image or a high contrast black and white image, but they'll show up in your Google Earth because they're KMZ files. If we now go back up to the parent directory and now look at they're TIFF images, they're called. These are these high resolution images, and these will come as zip files because they're actually geo-referenced images. They come with a little extra file that will position it on map, and you can look at these images in mapping programs like ArcGIS or QGIS if you've got those. And again, they're pretty large. They can be up to, these ones can be up to 92 megabytes in size here. And be aware that it's going to take a while to download if you've got a low link. But they also come in these different types of image, either a green, red image or a higher contrast black and white. So that is how you can download images of these high resolution Landsat satellite photos from NAFI.